Well, hopefully you were watching our last episode of Veterans One, where we had the chance to talk about the power of music with our veteran community, how it blesses our active duty, how you can be involved in music while serving in the military, and then after as a veteran, the difference it can make in lives. This episode is no different. We have two amazing musicians here to talk about the healing power of music. Thank you so much, Tony and Jeff, for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us, definitely.
Tony, you're very well known and loved in the veteran circles, and you guys are both really known for your passion for music and helping veterans. Let's talk about the American Patriot Band, how this got started, and a little bit of your background leading up to it.
Well, the American Patriot Band has been together going on 5 years now, and the direction we were headed got so powerful with the veterans community because we were using it as a tool for awareness and so forth. And anytime we could bring a veteran musician up on stage with us, we would. So we became our own nonprofit, which is kind of rare. That normally doesn't happen. And we utilize the band as a tool, definitely still. It's an award-winning band. We've been very fortunate to receive some awards.
Boy, and you guys have played all over.
We played a lot of places.
You've played a lot of places in some big audiences, right?
Very big audiences, yeah.
Actually toured with a Marine who was getting into the business. We toured with him to Miami and back, and we still like each other.
And Nashville.
And Nashville and Daytona. But the band itself, it's become more than just a rock band. We use it as a tool, like I said, but we also do work on stage as well as also off stage with the communities. We've got different projects, and primarily we use the music for not just here we are playing, but there's a tool we can use in healing and bringing in the community, bringing in families together.
Well, it is. There's a gathering and there's a camaraderie that takes place with music anyways. Now you bring that into, veteran communities and especially with San Diego being such a high military town, people love it. They want to release. They want to let that go. They want to enjoy music all together.
Most definitely. And we bring the vets directly into the band. I mean, we have them crew for us. We have them work with us. We connect with their families. We bring them into our families. It's directly hands-on. We're not just we're playing rock music for the vets.
Right.
No, we bring the vets into the program.
Yes, we do. And that's part of it. The many programs that we do have, for example, we're picked out by a group in North Carolina. There's a neuro group. They've been using music therapy with the veterans, especially TBI. And they reached out to us and asked us at one point, do you have a guitar you can donate? And since then, we've been donating guitars, keyboards.
I think we're up to seven instruments we've donated so far.
How does that work then? You guys are just finding instruments that you're gathering from people?
They get donated to us. We build them. We buy them. It's a variety of ways.
And a lot of times the veterans, they don't care if it's a used guitar or if it's a used amp or whatever. They just need it because for one reason or another. We have one veteran that just finally learned how to bend his fingers into a chord because he was so severely injured in the combat. And he cried because he could do a G chord.
Well,
he could do a chord, finally.
And then they asked us, do you have an acoustic guitar that you could possibly send? And we happen to have them. I'm always asking the community, any instruments, anything you have that it's in the garage, collecting cobwebs, was donated to us. We're going to give you a tax write-off.
We'll find a vet for it.
But we'll find a vet for it.
It's so powerful because, we see a lot with great programs of, instruments being donated to schools and to youth and to kids, and we see that. But here you've taken that same concept and saying, wait a minute, we need to help our military and veterans because it's incredible healing therapy for PTSD, for TBI, as you're pointing out, and getting those programs to come along and support you in this. You're watching actual reactions and healing take place. You're not removed from the people you're helping, are you?
No, we're directly involved with them, and most of us are veterans anyway, so we can directly relate to what they've been through.
Exactly.
And that's why they trust us.
We always ask for pictures if they don't mind. There's some veterans that prefer not to for obvious reasons, but and just to be able to show that veteran getting that bass or that guitar, and you can just see the positive influence that it has on them, and that's the idea behind it. One of our other programs, is a STEM guitar building project. We're the first veterans group that the STEM guitar group has worked with. They've been around for about 10 years. National Science Foundation gives them grants. And teach teachers how to build guitars, and then they go back to school and teach mathematics and so forth. They reached out to us as a veterans group, and it's just taken off tremendously. We've done 3 bills locally.
Three
Wow.
so far.
And one in Seattle we did last year. We had 15 veterans up there, 17 locally. And this is just an example of what the veteran does. Now, it isn't just a veteran. We'll ask them to bring mom, uncle,
Right.
little kids.
We want to get the families
It involves the whole
involved too.
family, as it should.
Because every
Absolutely.
difficulty that a veteran has directly impacts the families.
Exactly.
So we try to bring them in also.
And in the process of the project itself, we start getting dialogue among veterans again who haven't been in the community for whatever length of time it is. They'll start opening up. I think the best compliment that we've received so far is I couldn't think of anything but this guitar for the last 4 days. And that's what we want to start.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. We had a reservist, a young lady up in Seattle. She didn't know she could do carpentry. And she didn't know she could do electronics. And that's what we're doing. We're starting to create other avenues that they probably were not aware of. Look what I can do. And this is just some of the projects. This right here was built by the founder of our foundation, Darren, a retired Navy SEAL, one-of-a-kind bass, and his uniform is actually his
That's
strap.
awesome. Yeah. I
And
love
again,
it.
it's up to the individual
Yes.
how they want to create it, what they want to do with it, and it's their design. And in the process, they're realizing I can still do this, do that, and I've been able to talk to fellow veterans again at that level.
The whole goal is to help them reintegrate
Right.
with their fellow veterans, with the public, with society in general.
And with their families.
And
with
we
their
ask them
families.
to mentor.
Right.
Yes.
If,
You got to pay it forward. You got to keep doing it.
And then and a lot of them are willing to volunteer and come on in. Okay, how can I help? And that's the whole
Right.
idea. And we're also working with first responders now as well.
That's
And this
fantastic.
last bill that we had, we just had 2 first responders that worked on their guitars, and because they can place their logos or whatever they want on the guitar, usually it's the sheriff on his bike and his ship. For one case we did, it was a Navy veteran. We had another first responder that wasn't able to be with us the whole time, and he loved it so much, and he said, I wanted to learn how to play guitar. And somebody donated an electric guitar to him. I just gave it to him yesterday.
That is awesome.
And that's just an amazing
Well, I
process.
love that one life at a time you guys are making a difference. You're paying it forward. So many people don't know, how can I help? How can I serve? How can I give back? It's too big. I can't help the veteran community. Well, you guys are living proof that you can.
Yes, you
one
can.
instrument at a time, one life at a time,
Exactly.
one mentoring at a time. You guys are out there making a difference. I hope that our viewers reach out and support what you guys are doing. Clearly, you need instruments, you need support, you need help, you need awareness.
Everything.
And I hope that here at Veterans One, we're able to bring that to you. Please come back and give us updates as you guys grow
Will
in
do.
any way that we can
Definitely.
help. Tony,
And we
Jeff,
appreciate
thank you
this
so
so
much.
much. Thank you. Thank you, Amy.
Absolutely. There's always ways that you can help. What an incredible way to give back and support our veteran community. American Patriot Band. We'll be right back with more Veterans One.